Solo Leveling, Volume 4, by Chugong. The narrative picks up immediately after Jinwoo Sung defeats Balan, the Demon Monarch, on the 100th floor of the Demon's Castle Instance Dungeon. Riding the high of victory and receiving 4 simultaneous level-up notifications, bringing him to level 97, Jinwoo's priority is the final ingredient for the Elixir of Life. He loots Balan's corpse, acquiring several S-rank items including the Demon Monarch's ring, sword, and daggers, and crucially, the material item, purified blood of the Demon Monarch. With all ingredients now in hand, the purified blood, the World Tree Fragment from Vulcan, and the spring water from Echo Forest from Metis, Jinwoo immediately accesses the crafting window. The system notes that success rate and quantity depend on the crafter's intelligence stat. Holding his breath, Jinwoo initiates the crafting process. It succeeds, rewarding him with not 1, but 6 bottles of the S-rank Elixir of Life. Described as a mystical potion capable of curing any disease when a full bottle is consumed. He notices only the spring water was fully consumed, implying he could craft more elixirs if he found more of that specific ingredient. Overwhelmed with hope for his mother, he carefully stores the elixirs and remaining materials. Before leaving, Jinwoo extracts the shadow of Balan's slain wyvern mount, Kaisel, naming the new knight-rank shadow soldier, Kaisel. He then checks his quest rewards for defeating Balan, a highest-rank runestone, 30 ability points, and another mystery reward, though the exact nature of this mystery reward isn't explored immediately. He crushes the runestone, learning the powerful job-exclusive skill, Shadow Exchange Level 1, which allows him to swap locations with any designated shadow soldier instantly, albeit with a 3-hour cooldown. Eager to test it and reach his mother, Jinwoo targets one of the shadow soldiers he left patrolling his neighborhood and activates the skill. He is instantly enveloped by his shadow and reappears in the familiar alleyway near his home, just as the Demon's Castle Instance Dungeon begins to collapse behind him. Determined to reach his mother, Kyungvi Park, despite visiting hours being over, Jinwoo summons Kaisel. The large, winged shadow dragon emerges, and Jinwoo mounts him, soaring rapidly towards the hospital, unconcerned about being seen. Meanwhile, at the Hunters Association headquarters, President Gun Hee-go presides over a late-night meeting, finalizing plans for the joint Korea-Japan raid on Jeju Island, scheduled in 4 days. They discuss Japan's strategy, including using an electromagnetic pulse to disrupt ant communication. President Go feels a fleeting, immense wave of mana, Jinwoo flying on Kaisel, but dismisses it when Chief Jin Chul-woo doesn't react. Go remains anxious and asks if they've managed to contact Jinwoo Sung yet. They haven't. Elsewhere, S-rank hunter Yoonho Bak drinks with the retired S-rank healer Byung-woo Min. Yoonho confirms he will participate in the raid despite the danger, driven partly by duty and partly by a desire for revenge for his fallen guild members. Byung-woo refuses to join. Jinwoo arrives at the hospital, bypasses security by having Kaisel fly him to his mother's window, room 305, and uses Ruler's hand to open it. He finds his mother peacefully asleep. With trembling hands, he administers a full bottle of the Elixir of Life. He recalls a childhood memory of accidentally burning her neck at a bathhouse, reinforcing his immense debt to her. After a tense wait, his mother gasps, color returns to her face, and she slowly awakens, recognizing Jinwoo after 4 years. Relieved, she asks about his sister, Jinha. Jinwoo reassures her, moved by her selflessness. She thanks him for keeping his promise to look after Jinha. Overcome with emotion, Jinwoo finally admits the hardship he endured, tears streaming down his face. The next day, news of Kyunghee's miraculous recovery spreads within Seoul Ilshin Hospital. The chief physician, Dr. Sung-kul Lee, initially sees a massive publicity opportunity, but is quickly dissuaded by the attending physician, Dr. Choi, who reveals the patient's guardian is the newly minted S-rank hunter, Jinwoo Sung, who requested absolute privacy. Fearing Jinwoo's potential wrath, Dr. Lee immediately authorizes her discharge. Jinha rushes to the hospital for a tearful reunion with her mother. While they reconnect, Jinwoo notices news articles online featuring blurry photos of Kaisel, dubbed the Flying Magic Beast, causing public anxiety. He resolves to be more discreet. His phone vibrates. It's President Go. Jinwoo steps out to take the call. Go, unaware Jinwoo is responsible for the flying beast, asks to meet urgently regarding the Jeju Island raid. Jinwoo agrees to come to the association HQ. At the association, President Go shows Jinwoo harrowing satellite and CCTV footage of a mutated, winged ant causing devastation in Japan, killing hundreds in minutes. Go explains the joint Korea-Japan plan to assassinate the queen ant while Japanese forces distract the main swarm. He formally requests Jinwoo's participation, emphasizing the critical need for his power. Before Jinwoo can answer, he senses S-rank hunters sparring nearby. President Go confirms they are training in the association's specialized gymnasium and mentions Ryuji Goto, Japan's strongest hunter, is present and leaving tomorrow. Intrigued, Jinwoo accepts Go's invitation to observe. Inside the gym, Jinwoo watches Yoonho Baek spar with Dongwook Ma, S-rank tank, Fame Guild Master. Jinwoo finds their speed unimpressive compared to his current level. He attracts the attention of Ryuji Goto, a tall, sharply dressed man with a mustache. Ryuji, unable to properly sense Jinwoo's mana signature, initially assumes he's an assassin-class hunter, surprised to learn he's registered as mage class. Skeptical and curious, Ryuji requests a spar through his translator. Jinwoo agrees, but only if Ryuji promises to fight seriously. This boldness surprises Ryuji and the other S-rank hunters present, Haein Cha, Jonggin Choi, Taegyu Lim. The spar begins. Ryuji attacks fiercely, but Jinwoo easily dodges or parries every blow, subtly gauging Ryuji's strength, while making it look like a close match. Haein Cha and Yoonho Baek, however, perceive Jinwoo's immense superiority. Yoonho, using his Eyes of a Beast skill, confirms Jinwoo's power has grown significantly since their last encounter. Feeling humiliated, Ryuji attacks with killing intent, scratching Jinwoo's cheek with his nails. The system flashes a warning, murderous intent nearby. Jinwoo instantly retaliates, grabbing Ryuji's wrist and preparing a devastating counterattack. The sheer pressure terrifies Ryuji. Yoonho and Haein intervene, physically restraining Jinwoo's arm, reminding him of the upcoming mission's importance. Jinwoo calms down and releases Ryuji, who leaves abruptly in anger and disbelief. Ryuji calls President Matsumoto in Japan, warning him about Jinwoo's unexpected power, possibly better than me, and suggesting they alter their plans. However, Matsumoto informs Ryuji that Jinwoo Sung is not on the finalized roster of Korean hunters participating in the raid. Yoonho Baek later receives the same roster notification and is equally shocked by Jinwoo's absence. The public learns about the joint raid, with excitement high in Korea, but skepticism in Japan. Jinwoo spends time with his recovering mother, bringing her home. He explains his decision to decline the raid. His mother just woke up after 4 years, and he couldn't bring himself to worry her by joining such a dangerous mission, especially given his father's disappearance in a gate. He endures online criticism stoically, but worries about its effect on Jinna. Jinho calls, excited about finding a large, expensive office space for their future guild. Jinwoo visits, somewhat overwhelmed by Jinho's ambition, but agrees to the lease. Jinho reminds him they need a third founding member, minimum requirement for guild registration. Jinho also gives Jinwoo a note from an English-speaking foreigner staying at a hotel, requesting a call. Jinwoo feels an ominous presence nearby, the serial killer active in his neighborhood, and leaves abruptly. Using his shadow soldiers for surveillance and shadow exchange for transport, Jinwoo intercepts the killer, attacking a university student, Jim In-yoon. He easily incapacitates the killer, tells him to turn himself in, and leaves a shadow soldier attached to his shadow to ensure compliance or administer punishment. As the raid approaches, Ryuji trains in Japan, dismissing Jinwoo's absence as beneficial to Japan's secret plan to betray the Korean team. The Korean TV station prepares for its exclusive broadcast, hiring an A-rank hunter cameraman and planning a 10-minute delay for safety. The Korean team, including the now convinced Byung-gu Min, departs for Jeju Island. On the helicopter, Haein asks Yoonho if he met with Jinwoo, sensing something amiss about his absence. They arrive over Jeju. The raid commences. Jonggin shoots down initial flying ants. Japanese forces engage the main swarm across the island. The Korean team enters the ant cave, Inside, they find a massive egg nursery and defeat guardian worker ants. They notice one disturbingly large, hatched egg casing, adding to the unease. Meanwhile, Ryuji's team discovers the annihilated remains of Japan's Team 3, killed by a single, incredibly powerful entity, not the Queen. Realizing the plan is compromised and fearing this unknown threat, Ryuji orders an immediate withdrawal of all Japanese forces. His own team is soon surrounded. The Korean team reaches the Queen's den. 8 powerful guards protect the massive Queen Ant. Dongwook tanks the Queen directly, while Haein uses provocation vibration to draw the guards aggro. The team works together efficiently, Jongin providing light and fire magic, Taegyu firing arrows, Yunho transforming and fighting fiercely, Byung-gu healing. They defeat all 8 guards. The battle against the Queen is intense. She uses powerful acid and bites, but the team with Dongwook tanking and Byung-gu healing wears her down. Just as victory seems certain, the Queen emits a final, piercing screech, a desperate call. Haein delivers the killing blow, decapitating the Queen. The team celebrates, but Dongwook receives word. The Japanese have withdrawn, and the entire ant swarm is returning. They must evacuate immediately. As they try to leave, Yunho senses an overwhelming, terrifying presence. The Ant King, a humanoid winged ant radiating immense power, appears, able to mask its presence effectively, reminding Haein of Jinwoo. The Ant King ignores the hunters initially, mourning the dead queen with a deafening roar that forces most hunters to their knees. It then turns its attention to the intruders, its face twisted in rage. It moves faster than sight, instantly appearing before Haein and knocking her unconscious with a single blow, crashing her against a wall. Dongwook attempts to restrain it, but has his arms severed. Yunho transforms and attacks, but is easily overpowered. Jongin is slashed. Taegyu's arrows are caught mid-air, and he's punched away. Byung-gu desperately heals the others using camouflage to hide, but the Ant King locates him by tracing the healing magic, impales him, bites off his head, and mockingly mimics his voice, asking Yunho, "Who is your king?" Yunho, thinking of Ryuji, says the king is outside. The Ant King senses Ryuji's power signature, deems Yunho weak, drops him, and vanishes. Just as the returning ant swarm floods the den, dooming the injured hunters, one of Jinwoo's shadow soldiers, previously hidden in Yunho's shadow, emerges and speaks. Exchange. Jinwoo appears instantly via shadow exchange. He assesses the dire situation. Byung-gu dead, Haein critical, others injured, surrounded by ants. He quickly gives the weakest, the cameraman, a healing potion. He then summons Iron, who uses epic taunt to draw the aggro of the entire swarm. Jinwoo equips the Demon Monarch's daggers and wades into the ants, slaughtering them effortlessly. His shadow soldiers join the fray. Yunho moves the injured hunters to safety. Jinwoo finds Byung-gu's body, and realizing Haein needs immediate S-rank healing, makes the difficult decision to extract Byung-gu's shadow. It takes 2 attempts, but he succeeds. Shadow Byung-gu emerges and uses powerful healing magic, saving Haein's life. Jinwoo explains his necromancy ability to the awestruck hunters and then respectfully releases Byung-gu's shadow. Just as they prepare to leave, the Ant King returns. Beru, the Shadow Ant King Jinwoo will soon name, confronts Jinwoo, speaking in Ryuji's voice absorbed through predation. Jinwoo mocks him. They fight. Beru's enhanced strength is formidable, but Jinwoo withstands his blows. Jinwoo's counterpunches crack Beru's exoskeleton. Beru tries his paralysis venom. Jinwoo's passive detox skill nullifies it instantly. The battle escalates. Jinwoo uses mutilation, severely injuring Beru and severing an arm. Beru tries to flee, but Jinwoo intercepts him using Ruler's Hand, grounds him, and finishes him off with mutilation. Jinwoo levels up twice, reaching level 100 exactly. Yunho alerts Jinwoo again to Haein's fading life force despite the healing. Jinwoo asks the cameraman to turn off the camera, retrieves Byung-gu's body, and extracts his shadow again. Shadow Byung-gu fully heals Haein. Jinwoo releases the shadow again. The team boards the returning helicopter. Jinwoo stays behind to clear the remaining ants and extract shadows. Yunho leaves, trusting Jinwoo implicitly. Jinwoo uses Kaisel to hunt down remaining ants across Jeju. He visits Ryuji's death site, confirming he was consumed by the Ant King. He then finds the egg nursery and destroys all remaining eggs and pupae, many winged, using Fang, his mage soldiers, and the Demon Monarch's sword's lightning effect. He successfully extracts the Ant King's shadow, which emerges as a unique general-rank soldier, capable of speech. Jinwoo names him Beru. He extracts the Queen's shadow, but finds she disrupts control over other ant shadows and has diminished power, so he releases her. He takes Beru's pitch-black essence stone and departs Jeju. Jinwoo arrives back at the Hunters Association HQ on Kaisel, causing a stir. He learns President Go is at the hospital visiting Haein. Go returns quickly upon hearing Jinwoo is there. Jinwoo informs Go that Jeju is completely clear of ants. Go is deeply moved, realizing Byung-goo's body can be recovered. Meanwhile, Thomas Andre, a US national-level hunter, sees the raid footage and decides Dong-soo Hwang must be prevented from fighting Jinwoo. A large crowd gathers outside the association, hailing Jinwoo as a hero. Go encourages Jinwoo to acknowledge them. Jinwoo walks out, accepts the crowd's gratitude, including an emotional thank you from an elderly victim's father, and is escorted away. He reflects on his new status, checks his phone to find missed calls from his mother. Online reactions are massive. Jinwoo is a national hero. The association releases a cover story for his initial absence and sudden appearance. Jinwoo reflects at home, examining his new S-rank weapons. He notices the black key from the cursed mystery box is now glowing. Its description updates. Item, Cartanon Temple's key. Requirements, level 100 met. Usable at a designated gate whose location will be revealed in 17 days. He realizes the system is calling him back to the double dungeon. He decides to prepare, starting with establishing his guild. He visits Jinho, proposes the name Ajin Guild, meaning I move forward, which Jinho prefers over solo play. Jongsu Park, Knight's Guild Master, visits, explains their predicament with a high-level A-rank gate in Busan, and asks Jinwoo to join their raid. Jinwoo agrees, demanding a 50-50 profit split as a partner guild and agreeing to handle the boss. As Jinwoo leaves the office, he's approached by Adam White, an agent from the US Hunter Command Center. Adam offers critical information about an upgrader, an awakened being who can enhance others' powers. Intrigued, Jinwoo agrees to meet Assistant Director Michael Connor at a hotel. Connor offers Jinwoo instant US citizenship and access to the upgrader, Norma Selner. Norma attempts to give Jinwoo a preview of her power by looking into his eyes, but screams in terror, revealing Jinwoo is a king with limitless power originating from within, endless darkness, unlike other awakened beings who draw power through a limited connection. Meanwhile, President Matsumoto visits President Go, offering Japan's share of Jeju Essence Stones for a chance to recruit Jinwoo. Go refuses, revealing he knows about Japan's planned betrayal via Ryuji's black box recording, found by Jinwoo. He forces Matsumoto to leave in disgrace, holding the recording as leverage. Shortly after, a B-rank gate opens in Seoul. Go calls Jinwoo, who is stuck in traffic nearby. Jinwoo agrees to handle it. An association employee initially tries to stop him for procedural reasons, but yields after Go calls her. The gate turns red after Jinwoo enters, but he emerges moments later unharmed, carrying a sack full of essence stones. Haein Cha visits Jinwoo's office, asking to join his guild, willing to pay her contract penalty and forego a signing bonus. Jinwoo, suspicious but needing to politely decline without revealing his solo raid plans, invents a guild test. She must defeat one of his strongest minions. In the association gym, Haein easily defeats Igris, wielding the Demon Monarch sword. She insists on fighting his strongest minion, deducing he has the Ant King's shadow. Jinwoo summons Beru. Haein, though terrified, fights valiantly, even landing a blow with her ultimate skill, Sword of Light. Beru, instinctively trying to protect Jinwoo, nearly kills her, but Jinwoo intervenes just in time. Jinwoo asks Haein why she's pushing herself so hard. She hesitantly confesses she thinks she has feelings for him. In the US, the Hunter Command Center director learns about Jinwoo's limitless nature. Realizing Norma's ability won't work as leverage, he retrieves the runestone from Kamish, the first S-rank dragon boss, planning to use this incredibly powerful artifact to lure Jinwoo instead. Back in Korea, the Knights Guild prepares for the Gwangali Beach A-rank raid, awaiting Jinwoo's arrival. Jinwoo uses Shadow Exchange to arrive precisely on time. Simultaneously, at Jin's high school, a gate opens in a storage room, and a magic beast attacks students. If you enjoyed this book breakdown, please consider liking this video and subscribing to get notified when we post our next book.